What side does a frog order to go with his hamburger? Amphibie onion rings. Welcome to the stream, my friends. Happy Tuesday. Happy Totally Tuesday. We're here tonight with some Battletoads. I hope you are. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for being here. We have Dead Zergling first in chat, Game and Fit, Lucent Jelly, Cows Are Important. I think that's everyone so far. Tubular Tuesday. Tubular Tuesday. I scrolled up and missed an important post on Discord. Game and Fit says congratulations. Thank you, Game and Fit. Thank you for the congrats. It's very exciting news. And my heart is with you, my friend, in regards to your news. He doesn't have a burger and flies. That's what you would think. That's what you would think. We put a twist on it. Frownie went a little more obscure. So we're going to play some Battletoads tonight, my friends. We're going to try and play through, at the very least, the NES and Genesis games. And then we'll see about starting up another one. I haven't fully committed to what to play next. I think if we... I don't know. Maybe we'll look at the SNES game. Maybe that'll be the next one to check out. Hopefully I don't get stuck and just spend the whole night stuck in these two games, though. That could very easily happen. If I can't beat both of these, then we might not do anything else at all. So let's not get our hopes too high. I think we'll be all right. I'd like to, Battletoads 1, I want to just keep playing so I practice and get slowly better and better. I'm probably not actually playing it often enough for that to happen. And the Genesis one, I want to at least get a 1 credit clear in the Genesis game. And I think we can do it. We stopped by Dairy Queen on the way home. It's difficult to be sad when you're eating a chocolate-dipped cone in 100-degree weather, Game and Fit says. Ice cream does make pretty much everything better. Certainly, at least certainly doesn't hurt. So let's press some buttons. So for a while I was in practice enough with Battletoads where I could get a pretty good 1 credit clear in this game. What I define as a good run in this game is if I beat it in 1 credit, and you see our hearts up there? Those are your extra life hearts. If I beat the game in 1 credit, and all of those extra life hearts are filled up, I consider that a good run. And that's a standard I was able to consistently meet for a little while, but I was playing this game almost every day. That was right around the time when we first beat it. I would love to do a no death run of this game, but it's really hard. Excuse you. Almost died right there. It's gonna be 104 tomorrow? Please, no. It's been really mild. It's been really mild for us in our part of Wisconsin. We've got the aircon on right now, but we haven't run it very much so far. It's been super rainy though. It rains. It rains almost every day. Oh, we have a raid coming in. Very nice. Thank you for the raid. Legion Necros, thank you for joining us. I see you're playing the best game ever made. This one is certainly up there. I'm a huge Battletoads fan. Tell us about your time if you have the time and energy to spend a moment with us tonight. Love to hear about your stream, what you were working on. Looks like Terra Invicta, and I have no idea what that is. Hopefully it treated you well, though. It looks, I'm looking at your page right now, just from the thumbnail. It looks, maybe a bit complicated for my, small mind. It looks like a thinking person's game. I was playing an XCOM-inspired game called Terra Invicta. It's a wild 4X. You manage a secret society in order to fight the aliens. It's made by XCOM modders. Alright, so I have a rough understanding of what XCOM is like. So I can, yeah, I can wrap my head around it. So I'm not great at Battletoads. I've beaten the game several times. I'm pretty decent at it. I can usually beat it when I try. I've been wanting to get into the habit of playing this game a bit more lately, so I can sort of practice it up and get to where I can run through it really cleanly. And I'm also taking the opportunity to start exploring the other Battletoads titles. So far I've played a total of 2 Battletoads games. I've done the NES game and I've done the Genesis game, and we're actually going to do both of those tonight. And if I can get through them quickly enough, we may even start up a brand new one. I'm thinking maybe the Super NES game. My bird juggling is not admirable. I'm gonna be hurting for lives. Oh my goodness. Finally got a 1-up. No. Oh, they're bullying me. No! Rip the Deathless Run. The birds are so much easier to juggle in the Genesis game. I don't like the Genesis Battletoads. We're about to play it tonight, but I gotta say, I don't like it. I love the NES game. I don't like the Genesis game. It's a really sad version of Battletoads. Two deaths. I'm Oh, I'm so sad. Oh, let me catch up. Yeah, you probably don't want to. You probably don't want to eat foods that your body can't handle. Majority of the game is manipulating countries at first until you get to the space part where you manage fleets. Main mechanic is that if you do too well, it makes the aliens mad, so they blow your stuff up. It's a tight balancing act to be satisfactorily successful without but while still flying under the radar. It sounds like office work. You want to be successful. You want to be productive enough to not get fired, but not so productive that you get assigned extra tasks. Hey Ian, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're doing well tonight. Welcome to Toad Tuesday. Things are going rough. I'm off to a rough start with Battletoads tonight. I lost a lot of lives in that tunnel. Watching X-Men 97. Hopefully you're finding it enjoyable. That's the I assume that's the one where the new one where they brought the old one back and not the original. I used to watch the original X-Men cartoon back when I was a kid. It wasn't my favorite, but I wasn't disappointed to find it on either. I'd watch it if I came across it, but I didn't follow it super closely either. Hey, Bella or Jeff, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. I died in the tunnel too. How sad. This is this is a cursed Battletoads playthrough. At this rate, I am not feeling like I'm gonna make it through the game. That's the new one, yeah. Oh, I got the job offer from Capcom. G Beller Jeff. I'm assuming that means you got a satisfactory job offer, and you're gonna take it, and we're gonna have our man on the inside. Whoa, you can jump over those? I heard someone talking about jumping over those in a stream a short while back. I don't know if it's actually true. Does this mean we can each design a Mega Man boss? Oh, can we make a Frown Man? I'll see what I can do. Oh, and welcome in, Conga. Thank you for joining us tonight. That's very exciting news. That's very exciting news, Jeff. I hope that job is a very good fit for you. Hope you have a really good time. Next, welcome in. Gonna be here while gaming. Might be a retro night for me too. Excellent. We always encourage enjoyment of the retro classics. I think Mr. Suffer missed you jumping over the walls. That might have been it. He was playing Battletoads not that long ago. I tuned into Hrafnir the other night, also playing Battletoads, and he said, Hrafnir said, "There's Frownie." Said, "How to summon Agent Frownie on Twitch? Just start playing Super Ghouls and Ghosts or Battletoads, and Frownie appears." And he's kind of not wrong. I'm a simple man. I see a Battletoads thumbnail, I open the stream. Much more simple than getting hold of Bloody Mary? Oh my. Legend has it if you repeat the name Agent Frownie into a mirror 3 times in a darkened room, he will appear and make you play Splatterhouse 2 Deathless. I've never dodged that icicle in that particular way before. I feel so lucky, Jeff says. Frown Man throws trash NES carts at the player. Frown Man's boss fight has a secret mechanic where if you don't defeat him quickly enough, your copy of the game progressively becomes more and more janky. You remember the Battletoads meme from back in the day where people would prank call GameStop asking for Battletoads? It was the Rickroll of the video game industry. I remember that being a thing. I didn't, I didn't quite get it, but I remember that being a thing. I had only the vaguest awareness of Battletoads at that time. Never even played Battletoads at the time either. That's how I learned about the game, I think. The new rarest game I own next says. Fire Emblem Fate Special Edition. Goes for in the range of $400 for just the card. Oh wow. I don't have a ton of super rare things in my collection. I have a couple of like moderately expensive cartridges. But I don't know. I don't really tend to check or follow the values that the stuff is going for, because I really don't have any intention of unloading any of my collection anytime soon. I'm having a lot of trouble here. I'm pretty sure Clay Fighter Sculptor's Cut is and will always be the, like, rarest, most valuable thing that I have. I have Skies of Arcadia, GameCube, and original Thousand Year Door, Jeff says. I have the Thousand Year Door, not the Skies though. I didn't know Thousand Year Door was rare. I don't know if I'm not sure if my copy of Thousand Year Door actually works. I tried to play it on the stream one night. I couldn't get the disc to read, but I think it might have been a problem with the GameCube I was using and maybe not the disc. Because it's not noticeably, like, the disc isn't, like, super scratched up or, like, weird looking. I don't usually check either. Figured Fate Special Edition would be worth a lot now that the eShop is permanently closed. Has the DLC route permanently on the cart. Hey, Direwolf. Internet is down. Don't know when it'll be fixed. Sorry we won't be able to enjoy your company tonight, but I really appreciate you going out of your way to at least pop in and share some good luck wishes. Thank you for that. Fingers crossed. Hopefully hopefully it comes back. Hopefully it gets back working soon. Now, why aren't you playing the superior Genesis version, Frownie? Oh, gross, Jeff. We're actually going to play that next. Genesis Battletoads is disgusting, though. Back-to-back Toads. Yeah, that's all we're doing tonight is Battletoads. I want to do the NES, the Genesis, and I think we'll start the SNES game. I really doubt I'm going to first try it. But if I can get through the NES and the Genesis game quickly enough, then we're going to also take a first look at the Super NES. Battle Maniacs, I think it is. Lots of Battletoads tonight. I don't like Genesis Battletoads, but I'm gonna keep playing it until I at least get a one credit clear. And then I'll probably retire Genesis Toads and never play it again. Hey Loyal, welcome in. Thank you for the lurk. Did you ever play the newish one that came out a few years ago? No, I haven't tried it. Thank you for the wheel, Loyal. We can give that a spin. Hope you're doing well. Once I love this Toads night. I've been lurking. Hey, thank you, Loyal. Appreciate the lurk. I hope you continue to enjoy your night. Lots of Toads tonight. The plan is to do Battletoads regularly on Tuesdays, and it probably won't happen every Tuesday, especially if I'm committed to a different theme. Like last week we did Halloween, so there was no Toads last week. But any Tuesday where another theme doesn't supplant it, there's a very good chance you're gonna see Toads on the stream. You never played it either? Ever licked a toad before? No. Shockingly, no. I'm sorry, Game and Fit. I've been there. I've been where you are now, my friend. All you can do is plug along and let time do its thing. Cool things will happen. Yeah, this is NES Toads, Loyal. Alright, let's, we're gonna spin the wheel. The Wheel of Scorchin has several spicy foods on it. Some of them quite mild, some of them moderately hot. Nothing outrageously painful at the moment, but the wheel changes, so sometimes it gets sort of somewhat nightmarish. Right now it's largely tolerable. Number one. Number one is jalapeno lime. Whoa. Tried to run away. Not sure how many doses of this we have left. This one might be running pretty low. Probably one more after this. No, know what? I'm gonna finish it up. Oh, wow. Oh. Oh. That hit the back side of the top of my mouth like a piece of glass. Whew. It's actually super sour. It's not really that hot, but it was, wow, I wasn't expecting to be that sour. That's it for that bottle. If we roll another one, we're just gonna have to do a re-roll tonight. Alright, let me clear my head out of the way here. Jelly approaches. One moment. Thank you for the coffee jelly. Hey, Kyle, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Fresh hot coffee. Too hot to drink yet, but I'll be looking forward to it. Yeah, that was surprising. That was surprising. The strength of the lime in that taste. All those little bottles that I use are from a set that I ordered offline called the Good Hurt Fuego. And they're pretty decent. They're not like, necessarily the most fantastic hot sauces that you'll ever come across, but they're convenient because there's a lot of variety. Oh, I fell through the snake. I demand a recount. I like spice for flavor, N says. Love spicy foods. I was dead and it was my fault that time. East Indian. Been doing a lot of grilled foods lately. I've been going out and firing up the grill. Been grilling a lot of chicken, and I think tomorrow I'm actually gonna grill some beef. I got some cheap cuts of steak I'm gonna marinate and throw on the grill. Naan bread. I don't know if I've ever had. I don't think I've ever had naan bread. Indian cuisine is so tasty, Game and Fit says. I went to... Hey, Chompy, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. I went to a restaurant once that specialized in Indian food, but it was so long ago, I don't even remember what I ordered. Always dipped the naan bread in the curry sauce. Made it like pizza, kind of. It's kind of like a pita. Love the wheel. I'm gonna lurk while I lay down and rest, Loyal says. Enjoy your lurk, Loyal. Have a great rest. Thanks again for the great stream. Thank you for being here. Rip. I totally blanked on the positioning of the 1-up. Ah. Nice. Okay, last section. We got another one up. Nice. The fun part's over, now the real game begins. Yeah, we're gonna do Battletoads and Double Dragon as well. Not gonna do that one tonight, but eventually it'll be on one of these Tuesdays. But that's in the that's on the table for I want to do almost everything with Battletoads in the title eventually. Hey, Natto, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. I was enjoying Natto's stream earlier. He was working on the Mister. Did you get the Mister to work, Natto? It was everything was going fine, and then it was suddenly super uncooperative for no reason. It was the perfect streamer luck. No, discovered a broken RAM module. Was no fault of mine. Gotta contact the seller. Alright, well, at least one problem has been discovered. Sorry about that. A little headache to deal with. Everybody's joining us. It's a double raid. Zeril, welcome in as well. Thank you for the raid. There's a Battletoads Tiger Electronics game. That one I might not be able to stream. That one might be off the table for me. A mullet Mad Jack. Hang on, have I... Were you playing this another night? I don't know if I heard, if it was this, I don't know if it's this game that I was remembering, or it must be. Sadly, there aren't two games out there with mullet in the title right now. How are the amphibian shenanigans? It's a pretty bad run, actually. I'm having fun, but I got off to a terrible start. And I lost a ton of lives, so I'm feeling not great about my performance, but you know, Battletoads is like that sometimes. As long as we beat it, I'll be okay. It won't be the run I want, but it would be the run I need. Yeah, 80s style roguelike FPS. Speaking of mullets, I watched the movie Warlock from the 1980s for the first time over the weekend, and it's all I talk about now. If you haven't seen Warlock, that movie's a lot of fun. It's very goofy and it's very awesome. The protagonist has one of the finest mullets in all of cinema. Yeah, this is the NES game. We're doing both. We're gonna do NES, then Genesis, and if I can get through them both quickly enough, we're gonna take a look at the Super NES game as well. So, hopefully, 3 Toads tonight. I don't expect to beat the Super NES game first try, but I'd like to give it a look tonight. At the least. There's a chance though. There's a chance that I might struggle and get bogged down in the Genesis game and not be able to beat it. Because I've only beaten that one once. I don't know it very well yet. Not that it's all that different, but it's tough because it's so much jankier. Genesis Battletoads is so weird because moment to moment it's super easy compared to the NES game, but it's got all these like janky things that make it frustratingly difficult in places. Hey Kusarigama, welcome in. Are we talking about David Spade in Joe Dirt? It's been a while. It's been a long time since I've thought of that movie. The toadiest trio around. I'm always threatening. I'm always threatening to Jelly that I'm gonna grow a rad 80s mullet, and she's always I'm always threatening that, and she gets annoyed with me sometimes. And the thing is, it's a completely idle threat because my hair is way too thin up top. I can't, my mullet days are long behind me. But she still gets annoyed at the threat. Miss John Belushi and Chris Farley, Kusarigama says. I actually don't know much of John Belushi's work. No, he got me. 1 death. Whoa. No, jump. 2 deaths. 3 deaths. 4 deaths. This guy here is the worst part of the game for me. He's the reason that I have serious doubts I'll ever be able to complete a deathless run of Battletoads. Because I just struggle to master that fight. It's the only part of the game. That's the only... Stage 8 is the only part of the game that I've never cleared without a death. And it's all because of that boss. I've done the entire rest of the stage, and I've done every other stage without a death in isolation, but that guy ruins me. Blues Brothers is a classic. Yeah, I've never seen Blues Brothers or Animal House. I might have seen some of his Saturday Night Live bits at some point, but I can't pull them up. I can't pull them up in my memory. At will. But if I watched like a best of John Belushi SNL, I might recognize some of the bits. When the bookshelf fell, it wasn't intended to happen, and Bill Murray improvised the rest of the take. When the bookshelf fell. I'm guessing that's got to be at the beginning in the library. Can't picture that either. It's in the library. Okay. I dressed up as a Ghostbuster for Halloween as a kid. My mom was this Stay Puft Marshmallow Woman. That's adorable. My parents never dressed up with me for Halloween. I don't recall my parents ever dressing up for Halloween. Like, even like to go out to like a grown-ups only Halloween party or something. I don't recall. I dressed up like a Ghostbuster one year, though. My dad always made our Halloween costumes. Hey, Arm, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to Battletoads. Yeah, my dad made us really elaborate Halloween costumes. He was good at it. I remember being a robot and a Ghostbuster and Batman and Ultraman. I dressed up as Ultraman for Halloween. My only touch point for Ultraman is the Super Nintendo game. which is a terrible video game. The Ultraman on the Super Nintendo is awful, but I loved that game. I love that game so much. I dressed up as Ultraman for Halloween. And nobody knew who I was. The gear rings are they train you for the Klinger Winger. When I was younger, I thought the Stay Puft Man was an actual mascot. My mom always made ours too. Nice. There's always those few games that are terrible, yeah, we're still very fond of them. Oh yeah. I like, I have a strong fondness for Bartman meets Radioactive Man on the NES. Terrible game. But, I like it. Well, it was nice knowing you, everybody. But, unfortunately, all my lives are gone. I cannot handle these eels today. Love that game, but don't think I saw the second level twice. Yeah, Bartman meets Radioactive Man on the NES. I had that game as a kid. I don't know why I had that game as a kid. My parents didn't let me watch The Simpsons. But they gave me a Simpsons video game at some point. I was watching Ren and Stimpy, Beavis and Butthead, Rocko's Modern Life, etc. as a kid. Sarigama says. So I never watched Ren and Stimpy or Beavis and Butthead. I never saw Beavis and Butthead at all. Ren and Stimpy, like, would be on when I was a kid, but I wouldn't watch it. It was always too gross for me. Whenever I think of Ren and Stimpy, all I think of is like bloodshot eyeballs and like extreme close-ups of nose hair. I don't want to watch it. It's too, oh no, it's uncomfortably gross for me. So I never got into that one. Rocko's Modern Life, I think I've seen I think I probably saw a couple times, never regularly. I recognize Rocko and his friend. Like, I recognize the characters. But I couldn't really tell you what the show was like at all. Very adult themed show. Watched almost everything on Cartoon Network, Disney, and Nickelodeon, and yeah, and I didn't have very much access ever to like cable or satellite TV as a kid, so yeah, that Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network stuff, I only have the vaguest awareness of. Sadness. I'm so sad. I'm currently watching through the Simpsons series, Game and Fit says. I'd say it's a good show. When you're getting ready for bed, it's kind of mild most of the time for me, and occasionally funny. So I have watched the earlier parts of the Simpsons. I have a decent grasp on like who like the characters are, and I know the first couple seasons pretty well. My knowledge pretty quickly drops off around the like Who Shot Mr. Burns era. Like after that I start to get really shaky real fast, and then there's just nothing. But I know the earlier Simpsons kind of well. We had a VCR and we could record things, so at one point my brother had all of the Beavis and Butthead recorded. That's a feat. That's a feat, you know. I mean, either way, if you're being literal or if you're exaggerating, it doesn't really matter. To capture all or even most of a television series is that's quite the feat. I missed the VCR. I'm the worst. That's another thing. That's another thing I keep threatening to do. I keep telling Jelly I'm gonna start rebuilding a VHS collection. I have a VCR. Why not use it, right? That's another mostly idle threat because where are you gonna store all those VHS tapes? That's what I ask myself. The answer is nowhere. I don't have room for tapes. My sister does collect VHS tapes, so whenever I find something interesting when I'm out, I like the thrift shops or something, I try and buy it and mail it to her. Ed, Ed, and Eddie is my favorite. Courage the Cowardly Dog. That's Dexter's Laboratory. I saw a bit of Dexter's Lab. I'm somewhat familiar with that show. The other two I've heard of but never watched. South Park I'm not overly familiar with either. I know it less well than The Simpsons. Old school South Park was S+ material, Kusarigama says. VCR was TiVo back in the day. I mean, that's literally its primary purpose. Time shifting. Purchase your brand new Toshiba VCR and begin time shifting today. Turn your television into Selectavision. Selectavision, I think, was an RCA trademark, but whatever. I already hit the menu button 3 times. Oh. Okay, I didn't think we were gonna make that one. Oh, we're out to fight this guy. I always forget. I always forget what I'm supposed to do with this guy. Can you imagine if there was fall damage in this game? Please no. You got this boss on lockdown. It's such a weird boss because, like, this guy doesn't even want to fight us. We are the aggressor in this situation. This guy has no interest in fighting us, and we have to bully him into coming out of the corner. Overconfidence is a slow, insidious killer. Well, to believe you me, I don't even have regular confidence, much less overconfidence. Oh, I'm being juggled. This playthrough has just been a horror story. My nemesis. No! Ah, it stuttered. I got stuck. Everyone hates this level. I was stuck on this level for a solid month before I ever beat it for the first time. A month! My first playthrough of Battletoads was 95 hours long, and 65 of them were spent on this stage. Probably more. They demand perfection. So much for this credit. I think playing the Genesis version makes players rusty at the NES version. They're very different animals, the two games. Alright, it was close, but we got it. The first try. Oh. Oh, no. Has life ever been worse? Has life ever been worse? No, it has not. Oh, thank goodness I at least didn't have to do the driving part again. I hope I have another continue left. I think I do. I think you get 3 continues. Tomorrow, by the way, is Friday the 13th. Thursday is Strawberry Shortcake. And Friday is Splatterhouse 2. That's the plan for the rest of the week. It'll be the second night of Friday the 13th. It should be the final night of Strawberry Shortcake. And, I mean, ideally it'd be the final night of Splatterhouse 2, but I don't think I'm ever going to finish that one. We're working on a challenge run of Splatterhouse 2. I'm trying to beat it deathless on the Game Master difficulty, and cool. I didn't need to stand on that platform anyway. I'm anticipating Strawberry Shortcake. Yeah, Strawberry Shortcake, we're finally on loop 5, the final loop. And we'll get to find out, is there a true ending? Well, I'm not even going to beat Battletoads tonight. We don't have to worry about the other games. I'm clearly not going to get to them. I can't do anything right. Oh, this is aggravating. I can't get rid of the first guy. What is going on? This has never happened. No one has ever struggled with that enemy more than I just did. That is like... That is the greatest struggle that has ever happened in human history. I know how to fight that guy. I don't know why it wasn't working. Oh no. Well, we might get to restart. Maybe my second run will be better. Because it looks like we're moments away from restarting Battletoads. I gotta do this all in one life? This is not gonna happen. Will you pick that up, man? What are you doing? I can't even explain. I have no idea what's wrong with me. I have no idea what's wrong with me. A strawberry scented strawberry shortcake doll. That checks out. I swear he was the best narrator, Wayne June. Afraid I don't know who that is, Kusari Gama. Thank you for the GG, Zero. That is me playing games. It's like I've done this a million times and yet the game is still winning. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I fell apart. I fell completely apart. I'm not happy about that. I'm not happy about that at all. Alright, well, from the top. Any part of this game can go belly up. Yeah. It was a bad run from the start, and then it was okay for a little while, and then stage 9 was horrible. And yeah, then the ending, I don't know what happened to me at the end. I can't explain it. I've intentionally thrown lives away before and died more slowly. Darkest Dungeon 1 and 2. Hmm. I always thought it was weird that in the movie Matilda, Danny DeVito plays Matilda's father, and he is also the voice of the narrator. And that doesn't make any sense. And that doesn't make any sense because his character that he actually plays is a total villain. But the narrator is like, the narrator is an omniscient, like voice that's sympathetic to Matilda. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense to have him cast as both. They really should have got someone else to be the narrator. Or to be the father. It's super confusing. It's like having Gimli be the voice of Treebeard in The Lord of the Rings. I don't. That's probably my biggest problem with those movies. And it's not like, I mean, he does fine in both roles, but having the same person in both is very, like, distracting. Yeah. Well, they paid him. They're gonna get their money's worth. I understand that level of, like, the decision-making process. Of, like, you know, well, we don't have to hire another actor. Though I assume he got paid for both roles. And if he didn't, he needs a new agent. And they're putting Tom Bombadil in the Rings of Power. I think they're going to butcher him. I haven't heard a lot of good things about that show. I don't think I'll ever bother checking it out. Lord of the Onion Rings. I'd never made that comparison before, Zero. Amphibian onion rings, precisely. Tom Bombadil was literally my favorite character in the books. My dad, Tom Bombadil is his favorite character. He is always very sad that he doesn't appear in the Peter Jackson films. Well, he doesn't fit in Peter Jackson's vision of the films. He doesn't fit in Peter Jackson's world. Oh, he directed the movie too? I did, yeah, I forgot about that. I didn't think about that. Game and Fit. I didn't read that comment there. Zinchan, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Pizza Costco, Vanderteer, welcome in. Thank you for coming along. Fantastic to have you here, my friends. Welcome to Battletoads. I just failed spectacularly. I blundered so terribly in this game just a moment ago, so we're actually restarting it. I had to restart. I ran out of lives. Oh. Every time I hear that music, Zeral says. Oh. That song doesn't live so presently in my it doesn't live so presently in my awareness that I'll probably think of it all that often, but I definitely see the similarity. Thank you for the good luck raid, Zinchan. Hopefully Jack 2 is treating you well. Did you just did Jack and Dexter as well, didn't you? Are you going through the whole series? I've got to try out. I've got to play at least the first game. I've got to try it out. Oh, I meant to reset the audio. That's what I didn't do. We did. Some viewers requested Jack 1 and 2. We just might play 3 as well. Right on. Yeah, I need to try one of those. I need to try Ratchet and Clank as well. I always think of those together. To PlayStation 1 series where there's like 1,000 games and I never played one of them. I say PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 series. Recommend 1. It's really fun to 100%. Yeah. Yeah, don't give Tom the ring. He's too absent-minded. No! Ah! I just can't get through the tunnel without trouble tonight. I can really reliably do the tunnel without losing a life, but nothing's working out for me tonight. I hate this level. It's not so bad for me. This one I got a handle on. This one I got a handle on pretty quickly when I first picked the game up. I was kind of lucky with it. There are a lot of other parts that make me pull my hair out a lot more. But that seems to be the exception rather than the rule. Most people I've spoken with find this part to be not their favorite. I love the Ratchet and Clank games, super fun. Yeah, and I've got like 4 or 5 of each of those games in my collection. I've had them forever, and I've never played a single one. And I think about them. The one thing is that I feel like they're probably games that are going to take me a little while. Oh. That's weird. That guy usually takes 2 hits. I don't know. He didn't bring his A game this time. Love old school games as they're challenging. Yeah, it took me a while. It took me a while to develop a taste for the super tough games. I didn't really like super challenging games when I was young, for sure, but I don't know, somewhere like around like, I don't know, 2013, somewhere around there, I started playing more and more sort of tough games. And now I go out of my way to torment myself with them. Hey, Conqueror Worm, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Frownie can turn any game into a nightmare scenario. Challenge is no problem for him. I don't know if that's a reference to my stunningly inept gameplay or my obsessive tendency with inventing my own little micro challenges that take me forever to complete. Or both. Why not both? Had to rely on the instruction booklet. I hate to read video game manuals, but I definitely encourage reading them. The biggest problem I have with super tough games is that I'm terrible. Me too, Zero. I'm not very good either. That's the thing, is I'm just endlessly persistent. Yeah, remember there's a finite number of possible like button inputs, like input combinations, so if you just play long enough, eventually you'll accidentally hit all the right buttons and win. Like going in completely blind to a game? Me too. Yeah, me too. The less I know about a game before I play it, the happier I am. And I'm a wild man. I don't want to know the controls. I don't want to know mechanics. I don't want to know how many playable characters there are. I don't want to know how many stages there are. I don't want to know anything. I don't want to know what the items do. I don't want to know what the game is called. Hey, thank you for the things, Zenshon. This is actually a good place for him. Yeah, yeah. If you give enough monkeys enough controllers, eventually they'll produce task runs. Have some snacks. Thanks. Inventing your own challenges mostly. Frownie's difficulty follows a simple formula. Find the game, rate the difficulty 1 to 0. Then to find Frownie's difficulty, just add another 0 behind it. There you go, 100 out of 10. Were you able to beat Pugsley yesterday? No, I'm sorry, Conqueror Worm. I ran out of time. I made it to either the last or the next to last stage. I had 5 of the 6 scavenger hunt items, so I was either on the last stage, or if there's a boss stage, then I would have been next to last. I didn't get far enough to see, but I had to stop. I had to go to the doctor this morning, so I had a firm cutoff time. Surprisingly, I wasn't seeing the doctor because I had played Pugsley Scavenger Hunt the previous night. Number 9. That game can induce a need for medical attention. Oh, we didn't do the wheel. We did a stretch break. I'm doing the wrong thing. I almost gave away a free wheel. You'll beat it next time. I'm pretty confident. I'm just gonna try and make sure. I'm gonna try and make sure next time I play it on a night when I can start early and I can run as late as I need to. And yeah, I'm pretty sure we'll get it next time. I warmed up to the game a bit. I still hate it, but I hate it for different reasons now. uh, yeah, you almost got me, Zinshan, with that. You can have some snacks. That had me thinking about. That had me thinking about eating the stuff on the wheel. That is a really nasty scratch on my arm. My one of my cats went berserk this morning, and he had to do it while I was holding him. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't look at values yet. Conquer a Worm. I assume it's by the same developers, but I really have no way of knowing. I haven't looked into it. That the command wheel, I just used it for you, but the command wheel pulls up a list of what's on the wheel at the moment. It's spicy things, mostly pretty mild spicy things right now. I've had some really nasty items on the wheel in the past. Alright, pistachios. Let's go... just choose some at random. Take a moment to have a few. I've been waiting so patiently to get to the last row of cinnamon candies. I haven't landed on those cinnamon candies in a while either. I've really warmed up to Elijah's hot sauce recently. Warmed up. Well done. Before it was just ugh on the heat scale. I've seen that one when I've gone to like order sauces. I've seen that one. I haven't tried it yet myself. I'll probably put some Dave's products on the wheel eventually. These pistachios are odd. They, They seem almost more like peanuts than pistachios. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I'm out of my mind. If you eat just one, they'll be, if you eat just one, if I eat just one more, they'll be even instead. All right, last few, and then we'll have some water and get back into the game. Had a spoonful of salsa again last night. Ruined my entire sleeping experience. Guess I'm just done with spicy, Zergling says. Yeah, those pistachios, I don't know. I think they've been modified. I think they've been crossed with peanuts. They were very peanut-like. I imagine I'll probably get around to trying the, I imagine I'll eventually get around to trying the Elijah sauce, because I see them every time I go to order some. I just haven't landed on them yet. But I know I like the Dave's brand hot sauces, so I might put those on the wheel at some point. But the thing is that they're so devastatingly hot, I don't want them to ruin my night. I don't want them to ruin my whole night. I'll have to use like microscopic drops. It clears the sinuses at the very least. I can't live without my spice high. It's like an addiction, Kusarigama says. That's a risk we're willing to take, Zeral says. I thought when I had those solar flare sunflower seeds, I really thought I was gonna have to pull the plug on the stream after eating those. Like I had my finger on the trigger to just kill the stream when I had those. I thought I was gonna have to rush away, like in an emergency. I somehow survived, though. Good snake mechanics. Oh, the NES snakes are so much better. The NES snakes are so much better than the Genesis snakes. Have to catch up with that. I'm in a less high pressure situation. No! Ah, come on. Everything is going well. upset. I'm upset. I can't thread the needle there. I don't know what to, I don't know what to do. It's beating me up. There we go. Please, get me out of here. I don't want to miss that jump anymore. It's like I'm scared to go skydiving. That adrenaline rush people say is just amazing. Yeah, I don't think I'm ever gonna go skydiving. Even riding a roller coaster can be a bit much for me sometimes. You have to dive with an instructor attached to you the first few times. Oh yeah. This has to be my favorite level. I can't believe they would do it so dirty on the Genesis. The snake level? Yeah, those Genesis snakes are horrible. Ice skating? Strapping knives to your feet? No, thank you, Cow says. I'm right there with you on that one too, Cows. Ice skating and inline skating at skate parks is enough adrenaline for me. Zergling says. Can't ice skate anymore, Kusarigama says. I never could. I have to head to bed, but I'll be leaving a lurk. Good luck with the run. Take care, everyone. Thank you very much, Zen-chan, for the kind wishes and the raid. Always a pleasure to have you stop by. I hope you have a wonderful rest, a fantastic tomorrow, and I hope Jack 2 continues to treat you real well. It's close with those rockets. Oh, it's so scary. Ah, I thought we were at the end. No. Ah, we were. We were at the end. That's a rough Kusarigama. Sorry to hear about that. It is what it is. Doing my best to not be angry today. My main monitor slash best monitor of 4 years decided to die. Happened 11 days too late. I spent the extra money on the 4-year protection plan, which is just a $45 slap in the face. That's rough, certainly. Isn't that the way? They go on sale all the time on Amazon. Can I tell you something about this level that you're missing, Frownie? It would be a spoiler. But it's good info. Okay, Zergling. Yeah, I've played this game enough. I'll let you give me a piece of info. Thank you for asking first. Let's go for it. As long as it doesn't as long as it doesn't help me with the boss. As long as it's not a boss strategy. I'm still working on the boss. But anything else about the level, yes. Huh. Yeah, I probably never would have tried that. Alright. That's some pretty good intel. Yeah, I don't think I ever would have assumed that I could do that. You still probably won't see me do that a lot because I'm just so in the habit of running around a lot of them, but maybe I can integrate that at least in a few places. No, I knew he was gonna land on me. 1 death. 2 deaths. 3 deaths. 4 deaths. If he shoots me once, I know I'm already dead, because his bullets are timed to stun lock you, so that it's impossible to just take 1 hit. Because the way they're timed with your fall down, 5 deaths means there's no recovery. 6 deaths, awesome. I am trash against this guy. I am trash. I'll never figure that out. Did we beat Pugsley yesterday? We did not. We're gonna play Pugsley again next week. I didn't. I went into it not expecting to beat it because I knew I had a cap on the time that I was gonna be able to play, and I got a late start, so I actually, like, while it was a shame to have to throw all my progress away, I did a pretty amazing job, I think, so pretty sure we'll get it next time. If I'd had the freedom to stream the whole night, if I had no cutoff time, we would have made it, I think. We were so far. That gear sure was taking its time. me alone, goldfish. Hey, Derek, welcome in. Hope your Tuesday has treated you very well, my friend. One moment. I had something stuck in between my teeth that was bothering me. This run is looking 500% better than the last one so far. So far. I mean, it can always kind of turn pear-shaped. But we got off to a much better start. The first one was a practice run. Yeah, warm-up run. At 200%, I just factored in the Stormtrooper fight. Robo Manus. Yeah, that was pretty ugly. But that was par for course. It was worse. I had fewer deaths the first run, but it was still like within the spread of what's typical. Anywhere between 5 to 10 deaths. Pretty typical for that fight for me. Someday I'll learn. Someday I'll figure it out. Or I'll figure out my own strat that's worse, but good enough, right? Oh, I might not first try this. Playing real defensively now. Hey, let's go. Now there's a new TMNT game coming out in October. Another game I must buy. Hopefully it's satisfactory. I added a TMNT movie to my DVD collection today. I Found a copy of The Secret of the Ooze at the thrift shop and picked that up. Did you find the sacred Ewok movies yet? Sadly, no. Sadly, no. I think I might. I actually might have those somewhere, though. I might have a bootleg of those somewhere in my house. I need to make the time to watch them. I really do. They had a copy of the first one too, which I actually don't have yet, but I'm kind of picky. I'm kind of picky with the condition of the DVDs I buy, so I held off on that one. It was a bit too scratched up for my tastes. Oh, I'm dead. Awesome. It's a shame to lose a life to this guy because he should be really easy to... He should be really easy to beat without losing one. Oh, cool. I'm going to lose at least 2. Probably 18 more. Cool. I was right. I just might as well put my controller down. It's not doing me any good. Why am I failing so much? I don't even want to play anymore. I just want to quit the stream. Time to rage quit. I'm feeling too bad. Battletoads has me feeling bad, old toads. I'm mad. I'm mad. Frownie doesn't rage quit. Yeah, just had to say it was easy, didn't I? They're on Disney Plus. Yeah, I don't subscribe to any of those streaming things, though, Game Benefit. I don't have Netflix or Disney or Hulu or anything. Started a new Star Wars show, Derek says. It was alright. Brownie has Amazon Prime, though. I do have Amazon Prime. I can watch stuff that's on there. And I guess I have Tubi as well. I can watch Tubi. I'd have Amazon Prime though, even if they stripped away all the streaming stuff, I'd still have Amazon Prime for the shipping. All the streaming on Prime is just bonus to me. It's nice to use, but it's not what I subscribe to Prime for. No Disney Plus for me, Nato says, so no new Star Wars. Playing the Origami King. It's fun. So far, I can't recall if someone here was a big fan of that game. Well, it wasn't me. I've only played the first Paper Mario. I bought the Origami King when it came out, so it's sitting on my shelf, but who knows? It might be 20 years before I ever play it. Twitch increased sub cost in Japan to 700 yen per sub. To get Amazon Prime here is only 500 yen per month. Huh. Someone making the decisions must have a greater wisdom than I, because I cannot comprehend. Tier 1 sub price went up to $5.99 very recently. I was a moment away from saying, is this guy gonna kill me too? I didn't even say it, but the answer was yes. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing in this game. I have no business playing this. It's clearly way too hard for me. Saw an email about that recently, Cal says. Starts next month, July 11 in the US. Hey Greg, welcome in. Good news from the Mr. Seller is going to ship a new RAM module. Hopefully solves the issues. I hope so. I hope so. Have you decided whether you're going to do, I mean, probably not, but are you leaning toward doing more mod streams like that, Natto? I know not to hold you to either way since you're kind of still making up your mind about it. But, planning to do more, with detailed soldering, etc. See, from my perspective, like, I'm kind of interested in seeing what you do with that, because, maybe I'll learn something. Because I don't really know a whole lot about tinkering with the internals like that. I don't necessarily want to do any modding myself, but I like the idea of maybe picking up some pointers that I can use for potential repairs. I know it's only a matter of time before, you know, repair work. I mean, I've had to do it before already. I've had parts I've had to change out in some of my consoles, and I can muddle by, but I'm not super confident in it. Video upgrade mods, recaps here and there. A good thing about my monitor dying, I can get a new, nicer one without my wife killing me, Zergling says. It's always a shame. It's a shame to be forced into doing something that you kind of wanted to do anyway, right? Where's this enemy's hitbox? What is happening? That was super annoying. That was super annoying. No, why didn't he grab on? I don't like this game. I don't like Battletoads anymore. It's too mean. The universe willed it to be true. And this is the good Battletoads. This is the good Battletoads. I'm so mad. I am so mad. Rip the run. Rip the run. Maybe the fact that I have to play the bad one next has me reluctant to beat this one. It's all, it's my subconscious trying to protect me. kind of funny thing about that, I did not intentionally throw our first run, but I did kind of want to restart it. I did kind of want to redo a new run, so it wasn't really the worst thing ever that I had to restart. But it's not going good. This one's not going good for me. We were so close to having a decent run. Things got really bad here at the end, though. It's already been 3 hours, and I still have the Genesis game to play through. I have made mistakes. I have made bad decisions. I've made bad decisions tonight. Hey, Arkanoid Addict, welcome in. Hope you are doing well. I'm struggling. Battletoads is going bad for me. Real bad. Yeah. Yeah, Piggy... Battletoads used to be my friend. I don't know what went wrong. Oh, come on. Get out of here. Oh, well, it ended way better than it was going. That's one credit with all of our hearts still full. That's what I normally like to see, but I still feel bad. Heart still full somehow. Yeah, I know. How many extra lives did I earn? All of them? Thank you for the GG. No. Do I have any tips for the queen? Not really. I don't like I just kind of wait till she's about the height of the toad off the ground and try and run and headbutt her from a distance. My condolences about Genesis Toads coming up. Thank you, Zergling. Everyone shed a tear for your friend, Agent Frownie. He had a good life, and then he had to play Genesis Battletoads. I'm gonna take a short BRB. You could go free like a wild stallion. I don't know. I'm reluctant. I'm reluctant to try it. Reluctant to try a new game right now. Hoping to get a Deathless run someday, but I struggle most with Robo and the Queen. I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you, Arkanoid Addict. I've done everything in the game. I've done every level in the game by itself, Deathless, except for Stage 8. Because, yeah, I need to get better at Robo. Hey, Tuesday, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Long day at work. Finally here. Hopefully we can give you the opportunity to relax and recover. Thank you for choosing to spend your Tuesday with us. Let me step away for a BRB, my friends, and we'll switch consoles and we'll run through the Genesis game. Hopefully it will be brief and relatively painless. Probably not. I'll see you again in just a few minutes.